Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. You're with Joanne, the Learner Lawyer, and look, there's some cool stuff that's just appeared on my feed now. Cool. We're going to go compact, I think. Ooh, we'll go classic, hey? So throughout the night, you can have a look and hopefully think about buying some of these cool things. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. So, how are you all? I've had a bit of a frustrating day today. And, yeah, it's been one of those days when nothing has gone right. When nothing has gone right, and it's been really painful. So I want to speak about, again, Michelle. I want to speak about Michelle. I want to speak about Katie Joy because she's been sniping at subs. And my little rant. Now my rant is about uni because I need to sit an exam where I have a timed exam for 2 hours. And I have actually written to the university and submitted all the documentations regarding my medical, the x-ray report that says a fractured wrist, the orthopedic surgeon report that says, needs to be in a half cast, the emergency doctor's report that says it's in a half cast. And they've turned back and said, that's not enough details. It hasn't told us how it will impact you. I'm in a half cast. So I have to grab one of their pre-designed forms and take it and be very nice and go and ask if I could. They said take it back to the original doctor. I am not going to sit back. I'm not going to sit at the hospital for another 5 hours in order to get the emergency doctor to fill out their form. So I've sent it off to the orthopedic surgeon and the physio in the hope that they will be able to do something for me. So anyway, that's been my day. It's been totally and utterly frustrating for me. This is a really cool feature. This is brand new. So yeah. So that's been my day. So otherwise, if it doesn't get through, I'm going to have to try and get through do my exam. So I'll have 2 hours to do it. So I've got a practice one. So I'll be trying to do a practice one, but who knows how that's going to work? I don't know. So that's a bit of a pain. That is really a bit of a pain. So anyway, so Michelle has been on Ski Mask Andy's panel today. And she went out for the snow and yeah. Now, what I don't understand is, if somebody can explain this to me, she went to Texas to do her training, but now she's online. She's doing online training. So why did she have to go to Texas why did she have to go to Texas for online training if she wasn't intended to go online? So that's what I want to know. Why? So I see what you can't. Let's have a look. Has done this for us. And it says, Jake takes Michelle out for a run. So let's have a look at what Jake did. Let me know if you hear this. Let me know if you can see it, if you can hear it. All right, here we go. Oops. Hello, Angela. How are you? All right, here we go.
He knows what it is exactly.
Hey, Jake, go pee. Come on, go potty. Come on, thank you. He's gonna have to pee on every bush. Come on, Jake. Jake, it's cold. It's
You
freaking.
think they're just gonna come back because you called them, Michelle?
Yeah, he's just pissing.
You got him on call.
Pissing. See, look.
He's just doing what he wants because you
He's
told him that he
pissing.
could.
Look.
So she's got him on the leash, but now she's let the leash go. And of course, do you think he's going to come back? What do you reckon? Watch.
Come on, Jake. Come on, Lola. Lola. Jake. Jake. Jake.
Oh shit! No. Get Jake. This is terrible.
Jake. 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 Jake.
No, we lost her. Michelle, come back. No, this is the best content you've ever made. Michelle, come back.
Now, he says that's the best content she's ever made. Isn't that interesting? Wasn't that interesting? It's the best content she ever made. So did she sleep, you reckon?
Michelle, you gotta come back. Michelle, where have you gone? She's gone, guys. Fuck, that was funny.
So there you go.
The fuck just happened? That was too much. Well, I hope she gets him back under control quickly. Those are too big of dogs.
So do you think those dogs, I mean, I would have thought if they were well trained, and I would have thought a service dog wouldn't have run away. Is that correct? Because I think we've just, she's just destroyed her whole service dog argument. Because a service dog would not run off.
Dogs to be led, off, their leash, honestly.
So anyway, so that was Iseewhatucant. So what's your thoughts on that? Because that is really bizarre. Yeah, so I know that some parts had snow, I believe. So we know Texas had bits of snow. I think Snake in the Grass had one as well. So yeah, it's raining. Yeah, see, it's fine here. I mean, we're in summer, but it's mild at the moment. I don't like it too hot. So I know some people like the hot weather. I don't. Yeah. All right, Snake in the Grass is another one that does these types of things. Oh, yes. This one's called Karma. Snake in the Grass has done this one. Here's another channel that does clip channels. So we'll have a look at Snake in the Grass. This one's called Karma. Karma, 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 chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. All right, here we go. Snake in the Grass.
And I want the floor for a second, if I may, please.
Now, have a look at the name here. Michelle Montez. Now, I noticed this. Is she changing her name to Michelle Montez? Remember, she said she was going to change her name and nobody would guess what it was. Or has she just all told us what her name is?
Just go ahead. Go ahead. What
if
do you
I
got?
may please.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to bring up something controversial, but I want you to let me speak,
Oh,
please.
here comes the preamble. Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
I know for a fact that Toast is lying, and I can prove it.
What do
Toast
you?
is lying about she's still in the hospital in ICU. How long has it been? She won't cam up because there's no
Or
cast.
something like that.
Toast is a healthy woman.
'Cause
So she was saying that Toastgate has faked it. I don't know, if it's true or not. I really don't care. But if you're going to make accusations about people, you need to back it up with proof, in my opinion. So, oh, come on, play. Here's my question, though. Why on earth was she worrying about filming at this stage?
oh shit! No!
Jake,
Oh my
hold up.
god!
Hold up.
Get Jake.
Jake,
This is terrible.
Jake, 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 hold
So was it karma? Is the question? Oh, my thing's not working now. Great. Oops. There we go. It's finally worked. Yeah, so anyway, that was all of that. But she was saying that she's studying online at the moment. And she's in this Airbnb, and she was also complaining about the fact that people were complaining that she was smoking in the Airbnb. There's nothing worse than being in a place after a smoker's been in it, in my opinion. Hate it. So, yeah. Then she was on Devious's panel earlier as well. And again, just crazy. All right. So we're only going to do a short live tonight because my arm's a little bit sore. I'm finding that it's getting sore when I do lots of stuff, and I've been too busy. All right. So there was something that was posted, and I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, Without Crystal Balls posted it. Now this is a post. This is now Katie Joy. So for those of you that are watching the Katie Joy, following the Katie Joy stuff, we're going to hit Katie Joy now. Not literally. Not literally. We're not literally hitting Katie Joy. All right. I'm just trying to get some content up every day at the moment. Yay! All right. Says someone wrote, her pastor now told a woman pastor to go home. Not any different to Bill Gothard's teaching. He also teaches that the man is the head of the woman. Perhaps that will go in her new book. I doubt it. They worship that guy just like her mum and dad worship Gothard. MacArthur also supported a man from his church who was found guilty of abusing his wife and kids. Conclusion. Jeremy needed the money for his lovely home. Ginger didn't have the education to write this book. Without a Crystal Ball replies, I reported on all of the above, MacArthur, but let's just focus on the IBLP right now. So someone's come in with talking about Ginger, but because she's, not liked it because they haven't stuck to the topic. This one, I'll watch video when I can see you. No offense, just my preference. Other content creators are doing this too, but that's not really you, which is why I subscribed. Loved watching your channel, by the way. You are dedicated and bring more. Thought it important to be honest. Without a crystal ball says, I'm not feeling well today. You'd think you could just literally put your feelings aside and just watch the video. Yikes. Seriously, the woman has said she prefers to be able to see you on camera than voiceovers because everyone else does it. There's a lot of people that don't show their face. And that was just a criticism from someone. But don't have a go at them because they've said, we don't like the way you do that video. That's childish. So, and also, allegedly, one of, this is why people have to be careful about inboxing her, in my opinion, because she's just spread it all over here. Just saying, one of Ginger Duggar's brothers, she's a Volo. One of Ginger Duggar's brothers supports her speaking out, and he's apparently bebopping and hopping his way out too. His words. Based on a DM I received from a Duggar son, there is at least one son that supports Ginger writing this book and is also working on breaking free. Again, no information, just speculation. She could have redacted all the information and shown the email if she really wanted to show credibility. Just saying that, in my opinion, is nothing. So I could say that I had a Duggar brother in my DMs too. I haven't, but, still. So the other thing is, she says here, and this shows you her level here. Let's just say when I suggested that a Duggar brother help Anna get a divorce lawyer, I hit a nerve. He said Anna's a grown woman and can make decisions for herself. Told you all, Anna's wearing out her welcome. Now, that could mean a couple of things. Maybe she said, hey, I want to deal with this myself. I don't know whether that's... I don't know how to interpret that, but I don't know how that is proof that she's wearing out her welcome. I'm not quite sure. I just am not sure. So, but she's the queen of speculation and innuendo. So I was going to look before I came on, but I got a bit carried away. I was watching an ex-federal minister give evidence in the Royal Commission. And what was really scary is that he was the minister in charge, and I don't think he actually knew how anything worked by the sounds of it. I love how politicians use, I don't recall, from my recollection, they use all the classic lines. So, we've still got, let's have a quick look on the court update here. So, we've got here pre-trial hearing on the 27th of 3rd, 2023 at 9 a.m. Now, this case is still open. Now, the fact that there's been no movement means, in my opinion, means that we're waiting for something. The fact that there is still a pre-trial hearing coming up means that it's still, in my opinion, that everything is still forging ahead. I am suspecting, though, that the judge is due to make a judgment very soon because we know that mediation obviously didn't work. And I am suspecting that well, there's one of two things. That hearing date is there, and they've called it pre-trial because it will be a damages hearing. So there's a couple of outcomes here. The first outcome is that the judge is going to rule that the default judgment is successful, and so that date on the 27th of March will become a judgment hearing, and they argue over damages. The next outcome it could be is that the default judgment fails. However, all the dates are moved, and so we'll have another set of hearing dates. That's the other possibility. And the third possibility is that the thing is, here's the thing. The motion to dismiss failed. So there's only a couple of options left. It's either got to have the default judgment occur, or it's got to have new trial dates, unless there has, of course, been mediation. Now, if there had been mediation and it was successful, we would have had a statement by now. There is no way known we would not have heard about mediation if it had been successful. So they're my thoughts. So there's as I said, there's a couple of, so either we're getting the default judgment is successful and it'll be a judgment hearing to talk about damages and how much is going to be done. There also could be I would also maybe suspect that it could be confidential details in the settlement and stuff. That the default judgment failed and that we're getting new dates. Or, well, or mediation has occurred. And as I said, from our history, if we look at past experience, mediation hasn't occurred because it would have appeared. And as I said, mediation had to have been determined by the 25th of January, and we haven't had that. So the upcoming hearing is next month now. So, hello. Oh, you didn't get a notification, Terry C? Oh, I was just showing, we just looked at the video of Michelle falling over in the snow, chasing the dogs. And I was saying that if Lola was a service dog, she wouldn't have been running all over the place. And then we were just looking at some snarky comments from Katie Joy. And I was just giving my view on the hearing that the court update that I said that I don't believe there has been a mediation because she would have been all over it. We would have heard about it if it had been mediated. So we've either got the hearing on the 27th of March to talk about damages, to argue over damages. And that's assuming that the default judgment has gone through. Or if the default judgment has failed, we will get new court dates because it will need to still go before a jury. So that's the options, from my opinion, that will occur. Because it can't be thrown out because the motion to dismiss failed, if you remember rightly. So the motion to dismiss failed, and therefore, well, apparently she didn't go. Apparently everything's online now, Terry. That was the other thing. It's all online. She went all the way to Texas to end up online because the weather's too bad. I would not have driven if it was going to be like that. There's still I still have lots of questions. What a derp, yeah. Yes. So it's the 1st of February, and so today, millions of Australian full-time, part-time and casual workers can now access 10 days of paid domestic and family violence leave per year. It's not prorated, so you get the full amount no matter what hours you get, and it's all available up front, and it's not accumulated. So I think that's pretty good, amazing news for workers. That's a win for workers in Australia. You can get domestic and family violence leave 10 days per year. So that's good news. And the other big thing is in my state, plastic plates and cups and cutlery have all been banned as well, which is a bit of a worry. So, well, not a worry, but we've got to start changing the way that we do things, and paper cups are going to be phased out as well. So I think if they're recyclable, though, they should be all right. Of course, Terry, I think I was talking about something today, that's right. I had the smoke alarm people. So it's law now that every owner of a house has to have the smoke alarms. So not only does there have to be smoke alarms in every rental property, they have to be checked by a fire safety officer every year. They actually have to get checked every year to make sure that they still hit compliance. And I was saying to the guy that came to do the fire alarms this morning, I said, it's good because I said, I don't know that I don't have to worry about it because I know that you're going to come every year. And I said, it's a real shame that it's taken the government to regulate this. But, they've said this is what has to happen. Because, and they've also, they've also put bans of disused old gas heaters. They've had to redo it because they were finding that tenants were living in pretty bad housing, dangerous housing, and so the state government here has legislated all these laws, and of course all the landlords are jumping up and down saying it's not fair, but you need to provide something that's livable, So the government has done that. So it's law there. Terry, see, that's good. So you'll see that there's all these little links coming up. I've just discovered this program Restream has just been able to link itself to my shop. So I will have throughout my lives now some of the products, and you can just click on the product if you like it and go check it out for yourself. It's pretty cool. So yeah. And then I haven't set it up yet, but you can actually put, like that at the top too. Pretty cool. So yeah, so Michelle is still around. Her channel is still growing despite the fact that she's got nothing on it. She's done nothing to it. That's a bit of a worry, isn't it? So well, I think so. I mean, with housing at the moment, there's a housing shortage. I mean, property prices have fallen, but they're still through the roof. And, there've been stuff about all sorts of, how hard rental property is and everything. So yeah. And so, yeah, so Katie Joy apparently only did a voiceover video today. I don't know why. She wasn't feeling very well. So I'm back at school tomorrow. I'm meeting with the teacher. I should get my student list tomorrow and all the and know what day I get that I'm teaching. In a couple of weeks, I'll be at the other campus in Melton. But I think for me, the biggest frustration at the moment is trying to find out whether I can get special consideration for my exam. I don't know how they can say that this isn't a hindrance to me. I don't know whether she's got problems or not. She just did a voiceover today, but she was very snarky at people. I don't know whether you I don't know whether you saw the short that I put up where she was singing as she was doing the chicken dance. That was hilarious. So I don't know whether she's got a. Yeah, I don't know that she's got a problem or not at the moment. She's just herself. Tell them I can catch the wrong train. Yeah, as I said right at the top of the stream that I sent through. I've got a 4-page. I've got a 4-page report from the emergency doctor. I've got the X-ray report. I've got the X-ray from the physiotherapist and orthopedic surgeon, and they all say fracture, and cast. Now, most people would assume that a cast is not there for, like I've not done this to get out of sitting my exam. And then, I had one of, I had one of the head of departments say bad luck to me. The words were bad luck. And then said, well, you might, unfortunately, it's too late to ask for assistance. So if you're apparently applying for the disability or as with a disability, you can use, drag and dictation and all that sort of stuff. And then I got told it's too late to do that. So you're going to have to apply for special consideration, but you haven't given us enough details. Other than that, you're going to have to sit it. So it looks like I'm sitting the exam. And it cuts off after 2 hours. And no, I won't need surgery, Terry. I don't need surgery. Fortunately, it didn't displace. So the bone didn't move. It's just fractured where it is. So, and it's a tiny fracture. So there is a chance, as the doctor said to me, or as the physio said to me, that the orthopedic surgeon or the consultant said that I may not need to be I may only need to remain in the half cast. I may not need to go into a full cast, and I only may need it on for a couple of weeks. But still, I can't type. If I was to type, you would see something very, very, there's spelling mistakes and everything in it, Just not fair. But anyway, that's life, really, at the moment. So that's how things are. and it sucks. But anyway, that's my rant at the moment. Actually, I was watching the Royal Commission on a thing called Robodebt, which unfortunately lots of people have ended their lives in this scheme, and to hear the politicians or the people responsible for the actual program just pass it off as if, you know, no one's taken responsibility for it. They've all passing the buck to each other, and the guy that gave evidence today had to come back from the UK because he was on holidays with his family, and the poor guy, you said voice typing is considered, and yes, it's not compatible with the audit program, Terry C. Unless you've got permission. I would have to, yes, but apparently I can't apply for permission now. Now, if I get special consideration, here's the thing. If I can't sit the exams, I'll have to sit them in June, which will give me 5 exams to do in June. So I'm between a rock and a hard place at the moment. So I'm at this stage where I don't know whether to struggle through it and go, oh well, give it a shot, see what happens, and do the best that I can, or take the special consideration and do 5 exams in June. Yeah, it's pretty tough. I just don't know. That's where I am at the moment. I can't even have somebody type for me. It's considered cheating. Believe it or not. So, as I said, it's a bit sucky. Anyway, this was just a really short live. I just wanted to touch base with you all and say hello to you all. I'm going to catch you all later. I probably will do another video later. And until next time, I will see you again soon. Bye for now.